I feel like when you come from such a dark space where you have a zero voice, and if you don't change, you're going to end up into a victimhood. And from very early age, I realized that I don't want to be like my sister who are voiceless right now. Those memories are one of the things that brings me a lot of focus. Focus is very important because it's not about the outside noise, it's about you. What do you want to represent? Who are you? What are your values? When you become 30, what do you want to see? For me, I had a very little noise from the outside, and the most important thing was making sure that I don't want to accept the things which is not right. And I need to fight for my justice, and for justice not only for me but for my women and for the children and eventually for my community. And when I had those values with me, it brought a lot of attention to the steps, like this is the step, like what is the next step I need to do. So when my teacher gave me the education, he gave me just an education, but what can I do? Okay, I have nothing, actually I don't know anything, but wait, I learned a little bit things in the sweatshop, that I learned how to make a purse or bag or t-shirt. So now I can go and take a loan and I can buy my machine and I can start making a cloth which is good instead of bad. How can I make it look really beautiful? So that step of trying to make things better and trying to change the things that you feel like it does not feel good to you, and how can you change that in your life first, and I think it has the effect on the outer world. That is how I was just super focused on creating my own art and trying to heal and bring the women who were victims of violence, abandoned by the husband, and even disadvantaged and being the victim of sweatshop. I was like them before. How can I help them? Okay, I have the opportunities now that I can teach these women to make more ethical and fair trade products that we could sell to the people who really care about change. And those, little steps brought us to here. For the first time, I had to do things myself, and then I brought one woman, and then I trained her, and then once she was trained, she helped me train another woman, and like this we were six women. And when we were six women, we were making things for the other companies who were a little better than the sweatshop. Now we are thinking like, okay, how can we sell our things on our own? And that's when we decided to open our own local women's handicrafts. And local women's handicraft shop in Kathmandu became like a hub for activism of fashion, where like people from all around the world would come and they would know that when I go to this space, this is the location where the people really care about good qualities and the products have less chemicals, more natural. Sometimes your accent speaks louder than the word, so our accents was speaking for us. It was a lot of challenge setting up this business and trying to try to grow in there. But I feel like once you are connected to your values and connected to your dream and focus, everything else just becomes outer world, outer noise. Challenges are just a lesson to learn and grow from it. And I was heavily challenged in my society, heavily, where it was completely male dominated society. Only 0.1% women own the businesses. So being a woman and owning a business in a male dominated society, that's why 99.9% women have given up, because just so hard. And we did it because we believed in it. We believed that women can own a business and the fashion industry can be ethical, it can be sustainable. So we just wanted to set up those values. And in that time, it was hard. But when we look back, now we have two thriving center in the most poorest region of Nepal, and we are helping like hundreds of women right now. We have feeded 410,000 meals. We have distributed 7,500 reusable hygiene kits to the girls in school so they don't miss their schools. And we have made export of our products all over the world. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have a budget and all that. It was more, okay, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to do, and how can I do it? And it was everyday steps. And when I look back now, it just feels, oh my God, we have literally built really good collective now that is sustainable. And even though in this pandemic, where almost 61% of businesses in Nepal got shut down, we are still surviving. And one of the reasons that we are still surviving, because our business principle is built on the sustainability. It's not built on the hands of somebody else. It's built on the community based, it's built into service to the people. And when your principles are set up on the ground, you can survive anything. And that is what is happening to us. And it is very challenging. Like, we want to help more people, and we have every single day women coming to our center and saying, hey, I want to get enrolled and I want to get enrolled. And we have the capacity to only help 100 women at a time in both center. And there is millions of people in Nepal that needs help, but we can only help 100 right now. So I just encourage another businesses and organization to come together and give the values to humanity and give the values to nature, because in the end of the day, life is very short, and it feels very long, but it is very short. We just want to see what we are leaving behind.
Alrighty, friends, if you liked what you heard in that little snippet and you feel inspired, make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube and head over onto your favorite podcast player to look for the Impact Everywhere podcast to find more inspirational guests just like this every single week. My name is Benjamin Von Wong, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay positive, because impact is everywhere.